Hi guys, again, so we have here my second sample problem on moment distribution method. Okay, so as per the given sample problem, we have a continuous beam again. This time we have non-prismatic beam. So let's say for span AB, the inertia is 1.5 of I, and for span BC, the moment of inertia is simply I. So mas malaki yung cross section basically dun sa span AB kaysa dun sa BC. Okay? So at the same time, we have a roller support at the end of the continuous beam. So of course, we know that if the support here at the end of the beam is a roller or a hinge, there will be no moment. Therefore, the moment there is a zero. Okay. So, ang bago rito is we will be applying the modification of the stiffness K. Okay, so again, so let's start with the stiffness K. Okay. So, let's say what stiffness? Stiffness is relative stiffness is I over L. Let's say the stiffness on member AB is I, and I is 1.5. So 1.5 of I over the length is 5 and 5, that's 10. Okay? While the stiffness on member BC is I, which is inertia I, divided by L. The length there is 5 also. 10. 5 is 10. So, to get rid of the I, so we let a certain constant of I, which is a multiple of the denominator. Let's say I is equal to 10. So, this becomes 1.5 times 10 over 10. So, that is 1.5. This one, it would be 10 over 10. So, this would be 1. Okay, so these are now the relative stiffness. Now, again, since in this continuous beam, we have a hinge or a roller at the end of the beam, and we know again that the moment there is zero, wala namang external moment applied at that support. So those, again, the moment there is zero. So whenever we have a certain span with moment at support is zero, so we could modify the stiffness on this member. How? By multiplying 3 over 4 or 0.75. So, dun lang ang i-modify lang natin ito kasi ito lang yung member span na meron siyang moment is equal to 0. So, di bali, ang gagawin natin is modifying it. Okay, so we're going to modify the stiffness on BC. So, times 3 over 4. So, that becomes 3 over 4 or 0.75. No? So, ito, hindi natin i-multiply ng 3/4 kasi hindi naman to modifiable. Kasi, fix yung support natin dito eh. Siguro kung roller or hinge din yung point A, so we could modify din to. But for this continuous beam, ito lang yung i-modify natin ng stiffness kasi ito lang yung dulo ng beam na kung saan ang moment sa dulo is 0. So, that is the stiffness. Okay? So this is 1.5 and this is 0.75. Okay. Now, next is the DF. So how do we solve for the DF? Diba, ang DF is the stiffness divided by the summation of the stiffness at a certain joint. Okay, let's say the DF here, say on AB. So this is fixed support, therefore, that would be 0. Parati pagka fixed support, the distribution factor there is always 0. How about for BA here? So that would be, the stiffness here is 1.5 minus divided by the summation of the stiffnesses at that joint. So that's 1.5 at saka 0.75. Okay? So that would be 1.5 divided by 1.5 plus 0.75. So that's 2/3. Okay, how about, so that's 2/3. So 2/3. How about for BC? For BC, 0.75 is the stiffness there, divided by the summation of the stiffnesses at that joint. So 1.5 plus 0.75. 0.75 divided by 1.5 plus 0.75. So that's 1/3. Okay? So 1/3. Then here, the distribution factor for CB is equal to 1. Why? Because it's a hinge. So again, if the support is fixed support, so DF is 0. When the end of the beam is roller or hinge, the distribution factor there is always 1. Yan. Okay. Next is the fixed end moment. Okay, so let us solve for the fixed end moments. So fixed end moment. Okay. For both span, the concentrated loads are applied at the mid span. So ang fixed end moment natin dyan would be PL over 8. Okay? So for this span, it's 80. The length is 10 over 8. So 10 times 10 is 100. Tapos yung isang FEM naman natin is PL over 8. Ang P doon is 40. 40 tas 10 din yung length. So 40, 10 over 8. So that's 50. Okay? So dito 100 dito. So this is positive 100. Ito negative 100. Ito positive 50. Ito negative 50. So those are the fixed end moments. Okay. First is the balance at a joint. Okay, for the balance of the joint, so how do we solve for the balance at a joint? Again, so let me show. So paano ba pagsulat ng balance at a joint? Balance at joint. Paano sinusolve ang balance at joint? Diba, kukuhain mo muna yung unbalanced moment. Unbalanced moment at the joint. Tapos i-multiply natin siya ng negative ng DF. So, ganyan ang pagkuha ng balance at pa-joint. Okay? I-compute mo muna yung unbalanced moment sa joint. Tapos i-multiply mo siya ng negative of the DF. Okay, so how do we do that? So, dito. Halimbawa, dito. So, 100 times the negative of 0. So, 0 lang man yun. Ito, negative 100 at saka positive 50. So, yan yung unbalanced moment. Diba? So, negative 100 plus 50. So, unbalanced moment at that joint is negative 50. Negative 50. So, i-multiply natin siya sa negative ng 2/3. So, what we got is 33.33. So, say 4 decimal places. Okay, how about dito? Ano ang balance at the joint here? So, that would be negative 50 times the negative of 1/3 times negative of 1/3. So, that would be 16.6667. Now, to check again kung tama yung balance at the joint mo, dapat yung summation mo ng moment at this joint should be equal to 0. Tingnan natin. Negative 100 plus 50 plus 33.333 then plus 16 plus 16.6667. So, oops. The answer is almost 0. No? Ayun, no? Negative 0.0003. So, almost a 0. Okay? So, 0. So, okay na yan. How about here? The unbalanced moment here is negative 50 times the negative of the F. So, negative 50 times the negative of 1. So, that would be positive 50. Okay? So, yan. Now, kung mapapansin nyo rito, ano ba ang alam natin na moment sa C? Diba alam natin na ang moment sa C is 0 kasi dulo siya ng beam tapos roller pa yung dulo. So, alam natin that the moment there is 0. So, hindi na natin kailangang tuloy-tuloy pa to. So, alam natin that the final moment there would be 0. O, paano maging 0 yan? Eh, di ito na yun. Diba, paano pa sinusolve ang final moment? Diba, yun yung summation ng fixed moment hanggang dun sa dulo ng carryover factor. So, pagka tinotal natin lahat to, dapat ang summation yan 0. So, negative 50 plus 50, so wala na yan. Game over na, kumbaga. So, you could get rid of this na. So, yun yung advantage kapag ka nagmo-modify tayo ng stiffness. So, nababawasan natin yung pagdidistribute, napapabilis natin yung distribution of moment. Okay? So, yan yung effect. Yan yung effect ng nagmo-modify ng stiffness. So, di bali on this side na lang tayo magtatrabaho. Okay. So, now, let's say what would be the first carryover moment. Paano ginagawa yung carryover moment? Diba? I-criss-cross lang natin. Okay? So, ito, pag binato mo raw, wala na. So, ito lang ang may babato natin dito. Okay? So, 0 divided by 2. So, that would be 0 here. 33.3333 divided by 2, that's 16. So, 16.6667. Ayan siya. Tapos, eto, wala na tayong ibabato sa kanan kasi nga out na to eh. No? So, hindi natin to lalagyan ng laman. So, yung positive 50, ibato mo rito, that would be positive 25. 50 divided by 2, 25. Okay? So, yan na ngayon yung COM, yung first COM natin. So, next, as you can see, yung COM natin, 25, napakalaki pa. So, hindi tayo dapat mag-stop doon. Mag-stop tayo, kailan? Kapag yung COM natin is nasa 0.00 something na. Negligible or approaches 0. Okay. Next would be the balance moment. So, the balance moment at this joint is 16.66 times the negative of DF, 0, 0 pa rin. Ang unbalanced moment dito is 0 at 25. So, 25 unbalanced moment times the negative of the DF times the negative of 2/3. Negative of 2/3 here. So, we got negative 16.6667. Dito, 25 times the negative of 1/3. So, we got negative 8.3333. Dito wala na uli. Okay? So, yan. COM ulit tayo. Paano pag COM? So, x. 0, 0. Negative 16. Negative 16.6667 divided by 2. So, we got negative 8.3334. Okay? So, dito naman, so, carry over mo doon. So, wala na. Ito naman, wala naman tayong ipapasa rito eh. So, wala to. So, wala na rin to. Wala tong laman eh. So, wala tayong i-carry over. So, wala rin laman. Okay? So, that's it. Now, as you can see, tignan mo yung unbalanced moment na natin sa joint dito. Diba 0 na siya? No? So, ibig sabihin, we could stop there. So, again, mag-i-stop tayo kapag yung unbalanced moment sa joint is approximately 0 or equal to 0. So, as you can see rito, exacto 0. No? Napabilis yung pag 0 kasi nga, because of the modification of the stiffness that we do here. So, yun na. So, tapos na ngayon tayo. Yung COM, doon na natapos. Now, paano ulit ang final moment? Okay, for the final moment, say FM. Again, summation lang siya ng from the FEM hanggang dun sa last COM. Okay? So, FEM, hanggang the last COM. So, positive 100 plus 16.6667 tsaka negative 8.3334. So, this is 108.33. Okay? Dito naman, negative 100 plus 33 minus 16.6667. We have negative 83.3334. On this side naman, 50 plus 16 minus 8. Okay, so we got, oops, but 0. We forgot that 25 plus 25. So I got positive 83.3334. Then last, 0. So that's it. So therefore, the moment at A is 108.3333, that's kilonewton meter. Ano ang tunay na sign ng moment sa A? As you can see, this is positive, so that means counterclockwise. Yan, counterclockwise. And that counterclockwise moment, considering this member counterclockwise, diba, it makes the beam sad face. Pag ganun, sad face, kaya negative to. Yan yung true sign ng MA. How about nung MB? Again, ang checking natin, no, kung tama yung sagot natin, it should be the same in magnitude but opposite in direction. Okay, so this negative 83, that means the moment here is negative is clockwise. So ganyan. Ito, positive 83, that means positive counterclockwise. So yan yung totoong direction. So as you can see, if you will write the magnitude of moment sa B, that is this direction of moment makes the beam sad face. So negative 83.3334. Yan yung tamang sagot for the moment at B. Sir, paano dito? O, diba 83, this one is counterclockwise. So considering this member, this moment makes this beam sad face din. Kaya negative pa rin. Okay, then again, yung moment sa C mo would be 0. Okay, so this would be the final answer for the moment. Now, okay, so let us solve for the reactions. So pakita ko paano mag-solve ng reaction. Okay, so this is the reaction at A, reaction at B, and reaction at C. Okay, so first let us isolate say member AB. Okay, so how do we isolate member AB? Okay, so ito si member AB. Okay, so may 80 ako dito. So 5 meters. May moment ako rito. Etong moment na to is 108. Tapos yung moment dito is 83. Hindi ko na ilalagay yung negative kasi nilagay ko na yung tamang direction eh. No? So magiging positive 83 na to. Okay? So yan yung moment. Now, syempre pagka kinat mo yung segment na yon, so magkakaroon to ng shear. Shear pa yan. So shear on AB. Ito rin yung shear sa BA. Okay? Yan. So, paano pag-solve? Pagka nag-moment, say moment ako muna sa A. Pag nag-moment ako sa A, let's say clockwise is positive, sign convention sa summation of moment, statics lang. So, ano mga natin? Say 108, so negative, counterclockwise eh. 108.33. Okay, yung 80 positive times 5. Okay, yung VA negative times 10. Tapos yung moment doon, positive 83. Wala na, equal to 0. So, masolve ko yung shear sa VA. Okay. Plus 80 times 5 divided by 10. So, ang shear ko sa VA is positive 37.5. Ibig sabihin ng positive 37.5, tama yung direction ko rito na pataas siya. Then, if I summation forces vertical equal to 0, so, VAB, let's say pataas or positive. So, VAB, pataas. Tapos yung VBA, ito, pataas din, plus 37.5, minus yung 80, equal 0. So, makukuha ko yung VAB. No? So, that would be minus 80. So, 42.5 kilonewtons. That is positive. That means, pataas dito. Tama. So, yan na yung shear. Now, ito yung in-isolate ko yung AB. Now, i-isolate ko naman yung support at A. O, tingnan nyo. Pag in-isolate ko yung support at A, support A. So, diba, ganito siya. Okay. So, yung moment na 108, pag tinransfer ko rin, action-reaction, kung counterclockwise to, ito magiging clockwise. So, 108.337. Okay? Tapos yung VAB, pagka tinransfer ko naman yan dun sa dito, kung pataas, ito magiging pababa. VAB. Okay? Then, ano yung reaction dun sa A? So, ito yung RA. Tapos, ito yung MA. Summation of moment at the joint kasi ito eh. So, it should be 0. Kung 108 to, clockwise, it will be counterclockwise. Diba? So, therefore, ang moment ko sa A would be 108 din. 0.3377. That is kilonewton meter counterclockwise. And yung reaction ko sa A, summation of forces vertical, RA would be equal to the VAB. And VAB ko is 42.5. So, yun yung reaction. And that is pataas. So, yan yung reactions natin sa A. Okay? Now, what about for isolating BC? Ito, pag in-isolate natin yung BC. So, let's see. Pakita ko rito. Isolate BC. Okay, pagka in-isolate natin yung BC, hindi ganito siya, diba? Okay, so may concentrated load dito sa gitna na 40. So, 5. Tapos may moment dito. Ito yung moment na yon, and that is 83.33. Tapos yung moment dito 0, diba? Moment doon is 0. Tapos may shear ako dito. Ito yung shear sa BC. Tapos yung shear dito sa CB. Okay? So, pagka nag-summation ako, say ano ba? Summation ako ng moment sa B equal to 0. Summation moment ako ng moment sa B. So, what are the moments here? So, I got 83 in counterclockwise. So, negative 83.3334. Tapos yung 40, clockwise, positive 40 times 5. Tapos yung moment doon, 0. Tapos itong shear, counterclockwise, minus shear CB times 10. Ito, wala to. Equals 0. So, makukuha ko yung shear sa CB. No? So, ang shear CB ko is negative 83.3334 plus 40 times 5 divided by 10. So we got 11.6667. CB here is positive, that means pataas siya. Pagka nag-summation ako ng forces vertical equal to 0, so that is VBC, pataas, plus BCB, BCB is 11.6667, then minus 40, equal 0. So we could solve for the shear on BC. That would be positive 28.33 kilonewtons. So yun yung shear sa BC. Okay, now tignan nyo. So ang lalabas dito, pagka in-isolate mo yung roller support here, okay, isolate natin, say isolate support B na lang, yung nasa gitna, support B. So ano itsura niya? So ito yung member, okay, tapos ito yung roller sa B. Okay, so ano yung mga forces na nag-act dyan sa support na yan? Diba meron tayong shear siya rito, tsaka shear dito sa kanan. Yung shear sa kaliwa manggagaling dito. Kung ito pataas, ito pababa na. So shear sa VA. Tapos yung shear sa kanan is manggagaling naman dito. Kung ito pataas, pagdating dito, pababa. So shear sa BC. So therefore, pagka nag-summation tayo ng forces vertical equal to 0, ito yung reaction sa B, RB. Yung RB na yon would be equal to yung shear sa VA plus yung shear sa BC. And pag in-add mo yon, ano yung shear sa VA? Shear sa VA, ito yun, no? Ito yun, 37.5. Okay, 37.5. Okay, then sa BC is 28 plus 28.3333. So the reaction is 65.83 kilonewton, and that is upward. So yan yung sagot sa reaction sa B. And ano pa yung huli? Reaction naman sa C. What will be the reaction sa C? For the reaction sa C, actually, the reaction sa C would just be equal to the shear on CB. Shear on CB. And what's the shear on CB? The shear on CB is 11. So 11.6667 kilonewton, and that is upward. So yan naman yung reaction sa C. Okay, so yan na yung kompletong mga reactions. So we have the moments at A, B, C, and we have reactions A, reaction B, and reaction C. So if we have calculated everything, so we could even draw the shear and moment diagram of this continuous beam na. So that's how we analyze continuous beam using moment distribution method. So this is my sample problem number 2 for MDM. So I hope you have learned something out of this discussion. Thank you.